well, it went on for a minute, only called half the conversation, so it's been running for about almost 2 minutes now. So I'm gonna start the show when our local redneck stop bitching and whining about everything. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Operation Otaku, episode 5.
Woo!
So
We've made it this far.
Yep, we have. I'm quite surprised about ourselves. So yeah, I'm your host as always, Tom Carter, who probably going to get a bollocking just in a few minutes with my introductions here. So first of all, we have the long lost Duke brother, Nick. There we go. And we have our samurai princess, Danny.
Thank you very much. Hi.
And we have, funny enough, you're actually doing the Coffin cartoon because, as Armin like to describe you, get on your hands and knees, boy, cartoon.
Yeah. He's just jealous.
I'm not jealous at all, one little bit. And that one little quiet guy you're hearing, that is Tristan.
What's up, guys?
So, yeah, we have a very interesting lineup for you and everything like that. So, we're going to start off with our first bit of news. So, Nick, do you want to introduce what the first news topic is?
First news topic, because we might as well start with the bad news. At the time of recording this, Robin Williams has recently passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For those who don't know, well, you will know by the time this recording goes up, because it normally goes up like a week later after we're done recording. Ronnie Williams, he sadly passed away. It's been confirmed recently. It has been because of committed suicide.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, so...
Yeah, because he's been battling depression for the last 2 weeks before this happened.
Yeah, there were financial issues. And,
yeah. I will say this much about him. He will be remembered, and he will be loved by many for many roles in comedy, stand-up, drama, and even his Oscar-winning role from Good Will Hunting, and many other roles in films as well, such as Good Morning Vietnam, Dead Poets Society, Awakenings, The Fisher King,
and
The Bible
of course, Aladdin.
And many more roles. People I know will remember him like me from my childhood. Will remember Robin childhood. If you especially grew up during the 90s, you will remember him from such films like Aladdin, Mrs. Doubtfire, Jumanji, Hook, and countless others. You will be missed, Robbie Williams. Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Oh, Captain, my
Have a
Captain.
special place in my heart.
And little known fact is that he actually was an anime fan.
Yeah. That makes me
It all comes around.
He even named his daughter Zelda.
Yeah.
He's a video game fan. He's been a comic fan. He's been an anime fan.
Yeah,
He
he's
loves
been in a
TMNT.
couple.
Yep.
Yeah, they named a couple.
He was actually the one who convinced the actress who's gonna play April O'Neil to star in the movie, because he was like, oh, they're making a movie of TMNT, and she was like, oh, okay, it's popular, I might as well act in it. So yeah, good for him.
Again, it's just a tremendous loss, and it's really sad to hear that he's gone.
Yeah. He was especially famous in the 90s, so yeah.
Yeah, he
Always have a special place in my heart.
Famous during the 80s and 90s, and he did do some stuff later in the early noughties and stuff like that, like Night in the Museum and some other roles.
Well,
Yeah, he was good at that.
That's one of the somber things, that there's 4 films that he did left before he died. So you'll see him 4 more times.
Yeah. So he will not be forgotten. He will still be in memory in all our hearts. Anyone got anything else to add on the matter?
Yeah. I think one of his most memorable roles, obviously, was Genie, and one of my favorite Disney characters ever, one of his best roles. And he was very fantastic at comedy, improvisation, and generally acting, whether it was a serious role or a comedic role. He always played memorable characters. So yeah, I'm going to miss him a lot. He was a great guy. Rest in peace.
Yeah. It's basically the same thing, and mostly you've seen all around the web, people... One of the most famous roles is Genie, so you'll see around the web. One of the famous lines is that you'll never have a friend like me.
Right. We're sorry to start off this podcast a bit sad, but...
it's better to start off sad than get funny than to...
Yeah, we just want to give our regrets, and we hope that his family are coping during this time of grieving. So we're going to...
don't be an asshole on the internet.
Exactly. We're going to officially start our podcast now with our first official anime bit of news. So, Nick, will you read out our first official bit of anime news?
Console Wars did Transformers figures. Tristan, take the wheel on this.
Oh, you reading out from the wrong order, aren't you? I'm keeping that in the recording. I'm keeping that in the recording. You idiots.
Yeah. Okay, let's start again. What's the real?
I just got random things and bits and pieces. It's all
okay. There's the order. I'm going to keep this in the recording because I'm just going to show how much you fucked up here. So, let's begin.
Studio Ghibli. Miyazaki may return.
Ghibli. Never mind. Anyway, yeah. I'm not surprised. I'm not really surprised. Miyazaki may return. Yeah, I mean, this is like only his third time retiring, and like things are fucking up around Studio Ghibli, and yeah.
You know how I see it with him basically going away each time the studio when he leaves. Imagine you never heard the story. If you chop off a chicken's head wrong, the body still runs around for a minute. That's
actually real.
Yeah, it's true. And
we went to a chicken factory during my kindergarten field trip.
What are you saying?
What's wrong with you? What the hell's wrong with you?
Well, he means by factory people, he basically means his shed in the back of the garden, which is shed in the back of the garden with his redneck family.
And there's other reports saying that he may come back and he may do a short film.
Okay, so what's the point in him coming back doing a short film and then they're basically like,
burnt out? He was burnt out?
Well, he hasn't been that long. Look, he did the final film. How long he's been off for? When did his last film came out? It was this year.
It was last year actually, but the English stuff came out this year.
Yeah.
So he's probably oversaw the English translation of it. So you know.
He wants to have a vacation.
It's The Wind Rises was his last film.
Yeah, I love that film. It's great.
He did that. I think he oversaw when it got translated here over to the Western audiences in translated languages. Just unfortunately, he wants to come back now, and now Studio Ghibli seem to have calmed their hostess down, and now they're like, oh no, we're safe now. I think this is very unprofessional of the studio, I would say. Because it's just like they've like all gone all battle stations, panic mode, and immediately he said, yeah, I'm coming out of retirement. They all seem to settle down.
Yeah, I don't know. It's either they were like, no, please, Miyazaki, come back, we need you, or he's like, yeah, I feel bad, I want to come back. Or, I don't know. Somehow he just can't get away from Studio Ghibli.
They'll probably just like oversee it, not have too much hand in it, just like help them out when they need it.
Yeah, but that's pretty much just saying that, oh, we need you to hold our hand when we're doing a project.
Mm-hmm.
That's really bad if that's the case. Nick, you got anything to say on this?
Miyazaki is awesome.
Okay, very simple. Tristan?
Nothing. It's just what to expect. I guess they couldn't find a replacement, so he's coming back.
I think I'm going to be sad because I think he's one of these animators probably going to die during the business. At this rate, because he just seems like one of these guys. Every time he goes out of retirement, he comes back, somebody drags him back in.
Oh, well, yeah, because Japanese anime is not very glamorous if you know what actually goes on to make those episodes or movies.
Oh, no. Oh, it's not brilliant. He's probably going to return. I think it's been confirmed he's back. So, yeah, go Studio Ghibli. So, yeah, on to our next bit of news. Nick?
Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Dual Destiny Summon.
Ace Attorney is the greatest game series ever.
Okay, for those that don't know, Ace Attorney is original property by Capcom. There's an attorney who basically have to defend people in mostly murder cases. For anyone who haven't played the series, and it's a very.
I think they're all murder cases.
There's one case in that it's actually not a murder.
The one where it's like stolen panties.
Yeah, it's the one that has you meet Godot for the first time.
Oh, God. I love that guy.
I love Godot. I love his coffee. And that's not a euphemism, by the way, for anyone's thinking that.
It's totally a euphemism.
Oh, shut up, redneck.
But I played the game on the 3DS when it first came out last year.
Mm-hmm.
It is darker more than the other series. It's actually the first one that got an M rated.
Yeah, because didn't the case in the new game started off with the actual, courthouse exploding?
Yes. It was awesome.
Yeah, I'm like...
They added animated cutscenes. Like, they actually have, voice actors. This is the first one to have voice actors, for the cutscenes and stuff.
Tristan, you know anything about the Phoenix Wright game because you're one of the video games expert here?
No, I've never really played Phoenix Wright. I know that they do, when they get translated, that they did have a English dub voice actor for Phoenix Wright because Phoenix Wright was in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Ooh, is this coming out for the iOS?
iOS, yes.
Yeah. Only iPhone bastards get one.
Excuse me, mister. I have an Android and I can't afford an iOS phone.
I'd rather have something more complicated and something simple that's twice as expensive.
Or I rather want something that is actually I know actually when it breaks on me, I know where to go and get it fixed.
Me too.
I don't care. I have an Android and I can play emulators. Fuck you. I got Pokemon. So
oh yeah, I got emulators.
Well, so essentially what you're saying, you endorsing piracy.
No, of course.
No, I buy my games first before I do anything.
Okay.
And I know how to make my own ROMs, so.
Okay.
Emulators are illegal, kids. Don't do it.
Yeah. Emulators are bad. Phoenix Wright. What was the name of this title again? Phoenix Wright
Dual Disc.
Coming to the ISO, and I think this is going to be the first Phoenix Wright game coming to a non-Nintendo platform.
Actually, they're supposedly, I don't know if they have, because I don't have an iPhone, they're supposed to have done the previous games as well.
Yeah, because originally they were on the Game Boy, and then they translate the first 3 games onto the on the Nintendo DS.
And like a year ago, all of these games are supposed to come to the iOS.
They're coming soon, so look out for that.
Funimation licenses Haruhi Suzumiya, Lucky Star Anime, Strike Witches, Steins Gate Film.
So yeah, Funimation has picked up a load of licenses of new anime. So have anyone seen these animes or heard about and how do everyone feel about this?
Okay, I have seen Stargate. And I love it.
Well, technically, some of them are movies, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they're picking up a vast majority of licenses, which I'm good at Funimation. Funimation is probably one of the anime companies I trust with licenses when it comes to dubbing. So, Danny, you said you know some of these. What's your experience on them?
I know Haruhi Suzumiya, and Lucky Star is one of my favorite anime. Probably my favorite in terms of comedy, because it's just so good. I mean, it's basically anime characters experiencing very real-life situations. Like, I don't know, the first 6 minutes is dedicated to them talking about how they eat their food. They're like, oh, do you mix up your curry with your rice, or do you eat it separately? Or do you eat the strawberry with the cake, or you eat it last? But it's just so relatable because we do speak like that. And you can relate to the characters and stuff. And Haruhi Suzumiya is also in the same company. Both Konata and Haruhi are played by the same voice actress.
So what you're saying, anime meets Family Matters.
Well, Lucky Star, Lucky Star's kind of like Seinfeld, like show about nothing. And Haruhi Suzumiya, there is a plot in Haruhi Suzumiya. It's a little bit bizarre, but it kind of works. I don't like the filler episodes, but I like when it focuses on the story. It's great because it's about this girl who feels like she's trying to find some purpose in herself, and she meets the protagonist, and she's like, let's make a club about us doing stuff. I don't know, it's just very interesting. But she wants to, like, make an impact, and then it turns out that she's, like, has godlike powers, and she's supposed to keep her, the guy's supposed to keep her entertained in one way or another, because if not, if she gets bored, she's just going to destroy the frickin' planet. I'm not kidding, it's really bizarre.
I've heard about that,
It's actually really good.
So yeah, anyone else got anything that add on to this? Yeah.
I've seen Steins Gate and Lucky Star. Steins Gate is awesome. It's one of my favorite anime series.
Mm-hmm.
It's well dubbed, well thought out plot, future time travel.
Tristan?
Nothing really. I haven't really watched that. I like vaguely know about them, but nothing really to talk about.
Okay then, fair enough. Right, on to our next bit topic of news then. Official Gundam Lagann Toonami promo released. Cowboy Bebop Blu-ray slated for North America in December. Tristan, you're the one who found this bit of news, so...
Basically, finally, Funimation has the rights to put the full season of Cowboy Bebop on Blu-ray because they have this weird thing in Japan stating that if overseas company licenses their product, they can't produce a Blu-ray before they do. since Japan has it, they have to have the Blu-ray first before any other overseas company does it. So that's why there hasn't been one.
Oh,
Damn it, Japan.
Yeah, because people have asked like Funimation, why can't you do Blu-rays? And he goes, that's what the contract says. Was like the main company saying they can't make a Blu-ray until the official Blu-rays from Japan come out first.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. I think that's perfectly understandable, to be honest. But you know, it's a companies that are looking for their own interests, you know, making the profit for themselves.
Yeah, it's just saying it's a contractual thing because they can make the Blu-rays first, but that they haven't signed a contract saying that they have to wait until the official Japan release of the Blu-rays come out first.
Yeah, because the description actually is about the Blu-ray. 26 episode series will be released on DVD and standard Blu-ray and in Amazon and Funimation.com Premiere Blu-ray/DVD editions. The two premium editions will each feature different packages and premium items, but the specific details will be announced later, so we don't know what's going to be in the premium packages or the premium items are.
Standard collector's edition.
Exactly, so you're probably going to get like a model, an action figure, or probably some bonus features on the DVD, or a metal case tin, most likely.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah, but it's coming December, so
Bang.
that makes a perfect Christmas present.
Exactly. You can get that in Battle of the Gods. Perfect. That's a perfect Christmas present right there if you're definitely huge in anime.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Cowboy Bebop coming this December for North America. Hopefully for other places, Western Universes, Funimation seem to slowly getting out towards here over England. So yay to us here in England. That's it for Cowboy Bebop news. So Deja Vu, official Gundam Lagann Toonami promo released.
The promo was awesome.
Yep.
It was
I didn't see it.
I am
Sorry.
excited.
Yeah, it's basically, it's what it is. It's cool anime. It's pretty funny, and it's gonna start all the pierce the whatevers on the internet all over again.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's just like the first opening shot is them drilling through the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to stop off the jokes anyway.
All of the innuendos.
Just got a couple more days. I'm excited.
Yeah.
My drill is the drill that will pierce the heavens.
It sounds like someone's on a motorway.
Yeah.
Actually, someone's drilling, actually.
Again, Gundam Lagan's coming to Toonami. The promo was very well done. It's all the drilling memes are going to come back, and I'm quite happy about this. We're going to move on to our next bit of news now. This is the news when I announced it to Nick squealed like a little girl.
It's awesome. Shut up.
Well, you want to say it then?
Superhero Generation game promo video streamed, and it was awesome. It had Ultraman and freaking Gundams and freaking Kamen Riders, and it was like different generations.
Ultraman.
Yeah.
I already said Ultraman, but freaking Kamen Rider Force, Kamen Rider Wizard, man, freaking Kamen Rider Double, the Gundam Wing, Gundam 00, man, they even had Super Form Gundam. Freaking.
This sort of.
Which one was the first Gundam?
I think it was just called Gundam.
Oh, okay.
But this game is a collaboration of all the Shonen shows and a couple of anime shows, so it looks really cool. I seen the trailer myself, and when it was streaming the video, and it looks really good. It has a very, would you agree, Nick? A very brawl feel to it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Or Dynasty Warriors or something like that.
Yeah. Well, again, Dynasty Warrior had made the Gundam Dynasty Warrior games.
Yeah, which for some reason I can never find those anywhere.
They're actually quite good. They're quite good fun if you especially definitely are into Gundam, and not badly dubbed either.
Mm-hmm.
So
anyone with Gundam fever that can't find a Gundam modeling kit to build,
pick up this
instead of buying one off Amazon, import a game from Japan.
Yes, exactly. This game is going to be one of those games you're going to have to import. It's getting released for the PlayStation 3.
It's also getting released for the Vita, and the Vita isn't region locked, so I can get it for my Vita.
Whatever.
So,
Shut up.
So yeah, this game's coming, and I think it's going to be good. It highly doubtful it's going to get a Western release. Unfortunately, if it does, I'd be amazed. But yeah, it's coming soon. If anyone wants to get it, you need to import this game. Unfortunately, Superhero Generation. It's pretty much like that game that released on the DS back quite a few years ago with all the Shonen Jump characters. like with Dragon Ball, One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach, one of those sort of games.
Yeah.
Yes, and somehow people construed that for Naruto as the best character ever.
Exactly.
He is.
No, he's not. Anyway,
No, he's not.
onto our last bit of news before our review segment.
Console Wars, Transformers figures, Sega Mega Drive, and PlayStation 1.
Oh, okay. The proper news article is Console Wars get real with new Transformer figures, and what Nick just said there is that these Transformers, one of Optimus Prime's is a PlayStation 1, and Megatron is a Mega Drive. So
It actually looks awesome.
Well, the thing is that they're actual working game consoles, so you can play them.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Yeah, they're working game consoles. You can play them. Megatron's a Mega Drive, so any Mega Drive game, you can plug it in, and play Megatron.
Yeah, because when I saw the asking prices for these, they were like saying something around about $70 to $100, and I thought, Jesus Christ, how it's better do something.
Oh, that's not.
Yeah, and
Well, they
$100.
play video games, so
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cheap.
And
the Megatron's coming, I think, this September to November, and then I think February to March is when the Optimus Prime comes out.
So how is this going to work exactly? Do you need original cartridges, or do you need the? Are you going to buy stuff for these? Separate?
No, they work. Like for the Mega Drive, you can just stick a cartridge in Megatron, and it'll automatically work.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, there's the cartridge port in Megatron, so you can make them into an actual Mega Drive and just stick a cartridge in the cart port, and it'll work.
Yeah, so this deal, the console crossover comes with the heels for Tanji Tomi's other Transformer time-in. And also, funny enough, this is the 30-year anniversary site for Transformers, funny enough, for their toy line. So this is quite a nice thing they've done here. How do you think this came about with the actual deal with them basically deciding which Autobot or Decepticon are going to be which console?
They didn't really go into it. It just said that they were just saying what games consoles were popular for them, and I guess they chose the Sega Mega Drive for Optimus for Megatron, and then I guess the only one early generation game console was Sony PlayStation, because that was one of the main consoles for, I think, like the fourth generation.
Yeah.
Or the fifth. I don't know.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah.
I just noticed Optimus Prime says original PlayStation OP, and Megatron is M.
For Mega Drive.
Mega.
Oh, I see what they did there.
Ah.
Boo!
Oh, shut up.
I like puns.
Yeah. These toys are coming to celebrate the 30 years of Transformers, and I'm looking forward to these. Quite expensive though. I'm not really much of a toy person, but
they're Transformers, and they're like.
But it looks just like the one in the 80s cartoon.
Yeah, exactly.
It looks so cool.
Yeah, they've kept them close to their 80 counterpart as possible. I think, how big are these things anyway? If they're going to actually fit the disc and the cartridge into these Transformers?
Yeah, they're big enough. I guess they modeled it around the actual proportions of the actual game consoles themselves, because if you look at the dimensions of a PlayStation, it was wide, but it wasn't really that big.
So yeah, these little console devices / toys are coming to a store near you. At the moment, they will be released in Japan in October for 1,000 yen. That's the equivalent of US 98 US dollars.
Yep, import.
So again, that's going to have to be another import unless they release these versions over to the Western audiences. So yeah, that is literally the end of our news review segment. So again, I want to say thank you to everyone, but we have a review segment to go through, which I will say I've been a bastard this week, and I set the team here to review the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle OVA because to celebrate, okay, guys, to celebrate the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle film that came out this week.
Guys, it's not that bad.
Okay,
It isn't that bad.
Toy advertising, fucking shit.
No, I'm talking about the movie itself. I'm not talking about the OVA. The OVA was
Okay, let's talk about the OVA.
Neither of us.
Let's start. Okay, the first episode.
It sucked.
Nope.
The writing was really
was
bad.
going on?
It didn't really feel. I don't know. It's just that I don't.
You know the
Like,
thought I got from it?
What?
They're Digimon.
Really?
Super mutation. What the hell is that?
Super
about?
mutation, and then they all combine and white.
No, it's a giant metal winged turtle
Called
Saint.
what was it called? Saint.
Saint.
Yeah.
Saint.
Oh my god. It was ridiculous, but it was hilarious. I loved it.
So basically, we just got to talk about what's going on because some people didn't see the OVA.
Yeah.
So basically, what happened is that we start with a prologue in which basically the turtles get these mutastones, which allow them to transform into
Super mutants.
Super mutants for like 3 minutes. 3 minutes, just very powerful and stuff. Yeah. And then we see the Krang and the Shredder, these dark mutastones, and which is really odd. Why do they have to? I don't get why they had the prologue and not make that the focus.
Yeah,
of them
that's weird. It's weird what Danny's saying here, that the prologue starts off with a story that's already happened, which we don't see nothing of. To keep this straight for anyone who haven't seen it, the Turtles are the same design. Splinter's pretty much the same design. April got a slight change to her with her face to make it more female anime-esque look, but still pretty similar. Bebop, Rocksteady are the same, Krang same. The only person that got a redesign was the Shredder.
The Shredder looks so different.
Yeah.
He literally looks like a Transformer.
Mm-hmm.
Which is weird. So, going back to the main story, they get the Dark Stones. Krang's basically trying to unleash the Dark Stones' energy, so he wants to destroy the Earth. Of course. So, the Turtles go into action, they use the mutation power. New York gets hit with a giant tidal wave for some weird reason.
And April is like, I gotta report this. And I'm like, dude, your home is like fucking destroyed.
Yeah, New York's fucking destroyed. It was more devastation than Man of Steel.
Yeah.
You gotta have that huge scoop.
Yeah.
That's fucking dumb, man.
And I also like how they had the Shredder destroy a building just so it could fall on his head.
Yep.
Brilliant.
So
weren't there people in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
So let's just get this straight. Basically, Bebop, Rocksteady, and Shredder transform as well. For some weird reason, Bebop looks pretty safe. Rocksteady turned into a green dragon rhino thing, and the Shredder literally did turn into a giant dragon.
Yeah, it's a giant metal dragon.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
It makes no sense. The writing makes no sense. I mean, basically after Dark Muse is awakened, she transforms Shredder into a monster, and then he starts destroying the city, and then afterwards she leaves.
Dark
she leaves, and she's like,
you want to mention that?
And the Turtles have their own Navi.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is not really explained.
No.
Yeah. And what's afterwards, like Dark Muse, she goes onto outer space, and they're like, "Oh no, she's gonna destroy the Earth from space." I'm like, then why didn't you do that before, you dumb little fairy?
And what is it? Their only hope is the fucking fuse, and they only get 1 minute of fusion time.
Yeah.
100 seconds, actually.
100 seconds of fusion time.
Yeah.
So they go up to space. They have this conflict with the thing when they can't work together. They can overcome it. They destroy the dark entity, and they return their crystals. And they got this recurring joke with this American space shuttle that's in space that saves them in the end.
And there's this weird joke about the astronaut not having his glasses, and I'm like, what do you mean? Don't you have to be 20/20 vision to be an astronaut? I mean, that's fucking stupid.
Exactly. And the other weird thing which I found about this as well was that there was a cameo from the Foot Clan, and they basically ripped off Team Rocket.
Yeah.
Wait, did this come out before Team Rocket or after?
I have no idea.
It came out in 1987.
Aren't the Foots supposed to be and aren't the Foots supposed to be robots? Then why aren't they on fucking vacation?
Yeah, I was wondering about that as well. Yeah, they're robots in the original show.
Mm-hmm.
And this is blatantly adapting the original show and pretty much trying to stay to it close as possible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but just the writing is just bad. It makes no sense.
The reason why this writing, I think it feels bad, is because it feels like we miss a whole entire episode beforehand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it starts off, but I will say, I give this episode one credit. There was a funny cameo from the mutant frogs.
Yeah?
Yeah, there's a bit in Miami where there's got the giant whirl tornado thing goes past through. You see them on a bunch of lily pads sitting down and like chilling out. Yeah, those are the mutant ninja frogs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which were, I thought that was a nice little cameo. So yeah, guys, anything else you want to say about this train wreck of this first part of it?
I hated the voice acting.
Well, they used the original voice actors from the Japanese dub of TMNT.
I know, but I still hate it.
It's just toy advertisements. The only thing this is because this story made no fucking sense.
Exactly. It was pretty much these actual forms of these turtles you see in the OVA and the Shredder and everything like that. They were actual toys you could buy. Mm-hmm. You can actually look that up for yourselves. So yeah, we got that little bit of the news out the way now, so we're going to move on to our other bit of part of this OVA, part 2.
Mm-hmm. This one actually was a lot better. At least they had effort in some of the writing. At least they had some sort of connection with the turtles. I mean, Splinter's Japanese, so obviously he's going back to his home. At least they have some jokes that are actually pretty funny in a few points. Yeah. They're like in a bullet train at one point and they almost fall over. That's actually pretty funny.
Well, the thing is that I thought the animation was a little bit better in the second part as well, to be honest. And the other thing which I thought was good about it, that the Shredder had a better design, but he still looked stupid. You know, did anyone else get that feeling?
I don't know.
I just didn't like the design. It was just weird to me.
Yeah, I don't know, it was just like some of the expressions the character was doing. It just felt like, oh, let's have an excuse to go to Japan because it'd be easy for us to animate and write the story around and don't really explore Japan. And the story of this is that somehow a message got to Splinter from his old village, his old ninja clan, to say basically just send him a piece of paper, just says help.
Yeah, that's the one thing I just saw. Is like they send a scroll and I wrote out. I'm like, okay, they probably translate it, and now it's in English saying help. I'm like, what?
Exactly. That's really weird.
It made no sense. The whole plot is basically they want him to come because they know someone is trying to steal their mute stones, they call it.
Yeah, I think it was pretty clever, the pun that they used. Yeah. Basically, they were using kanji mutaishi or something like that, which is basically muta stones. So that was clever. Yeah. Actually, to its credit.
It was horrible, and again, this one especially just felt like the toy product tie-in. It was not.
Shredder and Bebop and Rocksteady get attacked by ninjas.
Yeah, they get attacked by ninjas, and you think to yourself, oh, Shredder can handle himself. No, he's a complete utter goofball in this.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
He's a samurai. I really don't know what to say about that.
Mm-hmm.
The entire time that segment was going, I just had the Vanilla Ice Go Ninja song in my head.
Go Ninja, go Ninja.
It makes everything better.
Oh, it was not a good anime, and again, I think I've been a real right bastard making you guys watch this, but you know, with the anime podcast,
it's alright. It's for the views.
It's for the views.
For the fans.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, have we got any lasting thoughts on this? The only lasting thought I got, my God, Krang was horrible.
What did they do with Krang? It was weird.
Yeah, Krang was done horribly.
Eddie from the Persona. Is it the same voice actor?
I have no idea.
Well, these are all the same voice actors as the original Japanese dub.
Danny, you got any lasting thoughts about this monstrosity of the Turtles OVA?
Well, the first one definitely sucked. The writing made no sense and stuff. And while the second episode is not exactly good, at least it's not annoying. At least they're trying to have jokes that make sense. Some of the jokes in the first one, like I said, made no fucking sense. But at least with they're trying to make a character with one of the blue ninja, and he actually was pretty funny at a few points. A little bit annoying, but there are some jokes that made sense. Yeah, actually, I will say that you might enjoy the second episode. Maybe I guess for me it was a little bit. I enjoyed it somewhat, but I didn't enjoy the first one. So yeah.
Okay, so
they're both just toy plugins.
Yeah, Carlton.
I didn't really see the second one because I fell asleep. But I liked the first one.
Showed how boring it was.
I didn't think it was that bad.
Showed how boring it
But
was.
I like stupid anime like that.
So Tristan, and we know you really hate this. So, what are your lasting thoughts on this?
Just I don't know what was going through their minds besides we can get money from kids because of toys.
Yeah, I do remember seeing the Samurai Turtles when I was a kid in stores. I remember those ones. So Nick, your final say?
It was really, really stupid. And honestly, I don't remember that much after that because I watched it and then I just got the taste out of my mouth by watching some Home Tutor Hitman Reborn. Awesome show, by the way.
I thought you would understand that because it was stupid.
It's really stupid. Tristan, I'm going to fight you in the street.
Oh, God, not this again. So yeah, that has been our review segment for the anime podcast. So thank you guys for listening, and once again, I hope you'll enjoy our show here. We did not have a Ronan this time, hopefully. So yeah, everyone say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Adios, muchachos.
I'm building a Gundam.
Okay.
Yeah.
I built a Gundam first.
Thanks for sticking around with us, and hope you stick around more. Yeah.
Okay.